How's it going, guys? Nordy back, bringing us some more StarCraft 2 ladder matches. So we're not doing the Road to Masters quite yet. I wanted to first, before I started doing that again, was to this used to be my old main account before I made the Nordy account for the YouTube. I wanted to get this account up to Diamond, and as you can see, I managed to do that. Basically, just so I can look back at my ladder history here. You can see, like, back in the Heart of the Swarm days, I was like silver and bronze, and I was silver, gold in the early stages of Legacy of the Void, and then eventually managed to get plat. And now I'm diamond. I just wanted to be able to look back at my past and see the progression to diamond. So that's all I really wanted to do. I just wanted to get diamond with this account, and then I'll start with the Road to Masters again. So now that I'm diamond, I'll start doing it again. But I got some pretty interesting matches on my way there, on my way to a diamond on this account that I wanted to show you guys. And the first one that I'm going to show you guys here today is a PvT between myself and LotV here on Blackpink LE. So, like, I've been seeing a really weird trend for Terrans in the PvT matchup recently. Like, literally the last 5 Terran players I've faced have done this like Marine tank medevac rush that hits around 5 minutes. Basically, it's like a handful of Marines and maybe a Marauder or two, backed up by 1 or 2 tanks, and then either a couple of medevacs or a Banshee. Like I said, I've literally faced this shit like anywhere from 5 to 7 times in a row now. Every time I go up against Terran, I don't know why they keep doing it to me, or why they just keep doing it in general. And it was a really hard thing to hold at first. Like, the first 2 times it happened to me, I had no idea how I was supposed to hold it until I finally figured it out. And now I've beaten it like at least 3 or 4 times in a row now. So I just wanted to make this video to show you guys how you're supposed to beat it, how you're supposed to react to this, just in case you guys are running into this in the ladder, because I'm sure you are. If I've ran into it like 5 or 6 times in a row, then I'm sure you guys have ran into it at least once. So just want to show you guys how to beat it. So let's jump right in. LotV here is a platinum player. This was like literally the match right after I got promoted to diamond. It was in a diamond tournament, which I actually managed to win. So I also got a diamond tournament trophy out of it. It was a 6-round tourney too, so it was pretty cool. But anyway, the key to beating this is scouting. You have to scout it. If you don't know it's coming, you're not going to be able to deal with it. So you're going to open up with the standard Terran build. It's going to be a 14 pylon, 15 gate, and then once that gateway's starting to build, you send that probe out to scout, and what you're looking for when you come up to scout is you're looking for the double gas. If they have 2 gas, you should immediately be thinking he's rushing you. And then when you come back down, if you see a barracks, you're going to see either one of 2 things. I've seen it done both ways. Either you're going to see a barracks and a factory, or you're going to see double barracks and a factory starting, or the other way around. It'll be barracks, factory, and then another barracks starting. So that's what you're looking for. So you can see here, I'm sending out that probe. You want to save your chronos just in case, so you can chrono some upgrades and stuff like that out. But you can use the first chrono on probes if you want to. I believe I did here. Yep, use my first chrono on probes there. But you can see here, I'm coming up with my probe. Oh, lagging out a bit here. 1 second. It's lagging. I don't know why. This is just a replay. I'm come up here. I spot he's got no expansion, which isn't exactly fishy just yet. I'm sending this probe down to expand as normal. But I come up and I spot the barracks in the factory. And then I come over here and I see he's got 2 gases. So immediately I already know what he's doing. I'm like, okay, he's doing this dang rush again that's happened to me 6 times in a row now. So I just leave right away because I already know what he's going to do. Kind of do a little dance there. I don't really know why. If you can get the probe out, great. If you can't get the probe out, then just circle it around somewhere just so you know for sure what he's doing. If you can get it out, put it somewhere like right here, like in the path of where his army has to come out, so you can see when he moves out. And in the back, I'm getting the cyber core, and I'm getting another gateway, so you're going to have 2 gates. And I also I'm still getting my nexus. Don't cancel your second. Just keep it going because you're going to want to have that mineral production. Getting the second pylon and the second gas. You can see here he's trying to scout as well. And then once this Cybernetics core is done, I'm going to throw down the Robo facility. That way I can start pumping out an Immortal or two, as well as an Observer. You need an Observer, because you need to be able to scout when this thing is coming. You need to have eyes on his army everywhere it moves to beat this rush. So I'm getting Warp Gate as usual. I'm pumping out a Stalker. I'm just going to send this probe to poke this SCV just a little bit there. I don't know what he's up to. I don't want him to do anything cheeky on me, like build a bunker in my base or something. So just making sure he doesn't do anything weird. At the same time, I still got my probe right here, just waiting to see when that army moves out. My second is up. I'm continuing probe production. Sorry, I didn't have the production tab up. Oh, should probably get the nameplates up too. I'm scrub. I'm messing up on my casting here. Anyway, I got the Twilight Council coming up because you're going to want to start to charge as soon as that's done. Oh, lagging a little bit again. You're gonna want, as soon as this is done, you're gonna want to start charge. You can see here I'm getting the Observer first. You want the Observer first, and then you can get an Immortal. Want to make sure you don't get supply blocked as well. I think I get supply blocked once in this game, which almost screwed me, but I managed to bring it back. Got that Observer going out. I'm just gonna place it over here where the kind of where the probe is, and then once I find his army, I'm just gonna use that Observer to follow his army. That way I know where his army is at all times. Getting a third gateway. Got one Stalker down here at the natural. You could also, if you wanted to, you could put a pylon down here. I kind of forgot about it this match, honestly. I usually do this, but you could put a pylon down here and a shield battery if you want. But I didn't do it in this one, so you're about to see how you can hold it even without the shield battery. So you don't really need it. It's just kind of nice to have. Getting that Immortal out as well. Getting the charge. I'm chronoing out charge because I want that done as fast as possible. And you can see here he's starting to move out, but I got that Observer coming in, so I scout it. And then I just click that Observer to follow this tank, because the tank's the slowest unit, and that's the one that I want eyes on. You need to kill this tank, preferably before it can siege, but you want to kill it as fast as you can. So what I'm going to do here, you can see here I'm going to bring my army up. There's two ways you can go about this. I'm going to pause it real quick. There's two ways you can go about handling this. So on this map is perfect because you got this like little inlet area that he has to go to, so he can't see up this ramp. So on this map, what I like to do is I like to put my army right here and wait for an ambush. And while he, your opponent will usually siege up their tank right here, and then they'll push their bio up the ramp to get vision so their tank can start hammering your units up here. So what you want to do is you want to hold your army over here, and then when he sieges up his tank and pushes his bio forward, that's going to give you a second or two where his tank is completely unguarded, so you can just pounce on him with these units and take out that tank real quick. But if you're not on this map, what you want to do is you either want to intercept him in the middle of the map, like right here, before his tank sieges up and take out that tank, or if you can fight him at the top of a ramp, like right here, that might be even better. So what you want to do really is you want to take out that tank before it can siege up and do a whole lot of damage to you. Just do not let this tank kill your army, okay? You need to take it out as fast as possible. So you're about to see how I handle it. Setting up my my units. Let's go to his vision real quick. So you can see here, he has no idea because of this little inlet that my units are up here. He thinks my units are guarding the gnat there. So he's going to siege up his tank and push up, and right there I pounce on him, and I take out the tank as quick as I can, and then I start dealing with the bio. So that's what you want to do. You want to take out that tank as fast as you can. I used a little bit of some sneaky moves to take out the tank, so if you're on this map, you can definitely do that. And then I pull back my army. He's got the Banshee coming up, so I'm going to use the Zealots to provide a buffer for my Stalkers while my Stalkers deal with this Banshee. Kind of chasing the Banshee a little bit, but he backs it off. He comes back, and I get a few more pokes in on it, and then he starts to back off his army because he knows the push has failed. So all you really have to do is hold the initial rush. If you can hold the initial push, then you're pretty much golden because you're going to have a better income than he is. You can see here he's just now starting his second, and I already have mine up and halfway saturated. So he's pulling back, and what you want to do now is you just want to get a bunch of gateways up, and then you're going to want to get another Immortal if your Immortal died, and then you're going to want a Warp Prism after that. So that's what I'm doing right now, getting some more gateways up. I'm going to put some more pylons up, and I'm going to get another Immortal, and then I'm going to get a Warp Prism. And at the same time, I'm warping in, just random Stalkers and Zealots, whatever you feel like you need. If you need more Zealots, you can warp in more Zealots or more Stalkers. Just kind of depends on what you want to do. But he's pulling back here. And I'm just going to wait until this warp prism is done. You can see I'm building the warp prism. Once the warp prism is done, I'm going to push across the map. And I'm going to stop him from mining out of his natural here. Because what you want to do, he's going to, since you destroyed his tank and you destroyed the early push, he's hurting. He had to spend a lot of money on that push. And since it failed, he's behind economically. So what you want to do is you want to capitalize on it as fast as you can by coming in over here and taking out this... either taking out the natural if it's already up, or stopping him from taking it. So you can see I'm pushing out now that my warp prism is up and ready. I got my observer up here so I know where his army's at, but I think he gets a raven. Yeah, he gets a raven. He's going to spot it and kill it, but that's fine. You can always build another one. Pushing my army up. I can see he's moving out. He's pushing out, so I'm just going to leave my army over here real quick and wait for him to come up this ramp, and then I'm going to pounce on him again. There, I'm going to pounce on him again. You want to get these tanks before they can siege up, you know. Coming in, he's kind of doing some stutter step, but I have more army than he does, so I know I can take him. I got my warp prism at the front, too, to warp in. In the back, I've got a bunch of gateways and stuff. I'm getting blink as well, just in case I need to blink up the ramp or anything. And I come in, and I mean, it's pretty much game over now. He just doesn't have enough anymore. Taking out that tank, because it's the biggest threat. And then I'm going to start taking out his bio. And his SCVs back off. And then I'm going to start... What you want to do is you want to take out this command center. Because you don't want him to be mining from anywhere. You want him to waste as many minerals as humanly possible on new command centers and stuff. So definitely take out this if you can. Don't let it slip away. But if you're getting shelled by tanks at the top of the ramp, then don't keep chasing that. Just back off. He makes one last ditch effort to push down the ramp, and he GG's. So this guy was actually pretty nice. He GG'd. He didn't make me wait. This is the only one that's ever done that. The rest of them have made me sit here for 20 minutes while they put like 40 freaking tanks up here and make me have to just sit there and wait for them to mine out. But hey, that's how you win. So if your opponent doesn't GG right there, which they should, because the game is over from this point. It was over from the minute that his first push failed. But if they don't GG, all you need to do is sit your army, just park your army like right here. And if he tries to bring down that command center, push it back, snipe it, do whatever you got to do. Maybe put a zealot at each one of these little expansions that he could have. Just put a zealot over there at each one of them, so you know if he tries to do something sneaky like slip a command center out the back of his base. Just put a zealot at each of these while your main army just parks right at the bottom of his ramp. He'll eventually get desperate and he'll try to bring some tanks and marines down and stuff like that. But by the time he does that, you should have enough army to just push in there and kill his tanks before they siege up. And then once you kill the ones at the bottom of the ramp, they'll probably still have tanks at the top to be shelling you. So once you take out the stuff at the bottom, just pull your army back. Don't try to attack up the ramp. Whatever you do, do not attack up the ramp. Just keep your army parked down here and force him to stay on one base, because eventually you're going to starve him out. And in the back, you can get a third base, maybe get a Stargate or two, and then build some void rays and stuff like that to deal with the tanks. But once you have him on one base, it's pretty much over, as long as you make sure he doesn't try to slip a command center out the side of his base. So you just have to force him on one base and it's over. So anyway, that's how you beat it. I just thought I'd show you guys, just in case you're having troubles with this dirty Terran cheese that I've been seeing literally all day today. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. I hope if you've been having trouble with this in the past, I hope this video helps you defeat this dirty Terran shenanigan. If it does help, let me know. If you still don't understand, if you still are losing to it and you need some more help, let me know. Comment in the comment section and I'll give you some more pointers. Maybe look at one of your replays and let you know what you need to work on. And with that as well, if I'm still doing the coaching thing, so if you want to send me a replay to have me look at and coach you, you can send me that replay to nordysc2@gmail.com, and that will be in the description. Totally free. You don't have to pay for it. I mean, I'm only in Diamond League, so it's not like I'm giving you pro level advice or anything. So I mean, take everything I say in those coaching with a little bit of a grain of salt. Again, I'm not the best player ever, But that's why it's free. It's for you guys, just in case you don't have the you know, the money to spend on the pig coaching, or to give Winter to coach one of your videos. You can always just send them to me, and I'll give you a few pointers. It probably won't be quite as quality as what they can give you, but I mean, I'll do my best. I'll definitely do my best to help you out. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Semper Fi, guys. Nordy out.
Long ago, stand next to me, you'll never stand alone. Last to leave, but the first to go. Hardcore is the only way I know. I'll feel all the fear of the devil inside, of the enemy faces in my sight. Aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, kill with a heart like Arctic ice.